Paul. Yeah, it is 12:42. And I haven't gotten any phone calls today. I thought my sons would be calling me after I had emailed law enforcement. Yeah. But I didn't get any phone calls. I didn't get any phone calls from Maryland. So I thought maybe we should go over some documentation about the criminal complaint. Yeah. The state of Washington as the plaintiff, right. I wasn't in Jefferson County on or about June 16th of 2017. Yeah. And you have the evidence that I wasn't there. And then there's this issue of cyber stalking. It seems that law enforcement thinks that any email you send, yes, is spam or harassment for wanting them to enforce the civil rights of Americans. I was looking through some old emails from 2017. It was the day before my 47th birthday, and I'm 48 now. Now, what is the definition of cyber stalking? Yes. The law would say that cyber stalking is with the intent to harass, intimidate, torment, or embarrass any other person, and under circumstances not constituting telephone harassment, yeah, makes an electronic communication to such other person or third party using any lewd, lascivious, indecent, or obscene words, images, or language, or suggesting the commission of any lewd or lascivious act, anonymously or repeatedly, whether or not conversation occurs, or threatening to inflict injury on the person or property of the person called or any member of his or her family or household, contrary to the Revised Code of Washington, State 9.16.260. Now, furthermore, the defendant did commit the above crime against a family or household member, or someone with whom the defendant has or has had an intimate relationship. Now, I'm thinking that after having sent hundreds of thousands of emails documenting that my civil rights are being violated, yeah, I did not on June 16th of 2017 or earlier, with the intent to harass, intimidate, torment, or embarrass any other person, yes, make an electronic communication to such other person or third party, yeah, using any lewd, lascivious, indecent, or obscene words. Now, there could be this problem that you don't want me to use any cuss words when I tell you I didn't get any phone calls. Now, I've sent 2 million, could be closer to 400,000 emails, and what idiot has decided that they're just not going to enforce the laws? See, when you make me go to court and you have the evidence that I wasn't in Vernon, Washington, and Brady would say that I don't have to request it, but yesterday I did request it. I did request it. Now, why don't you admit the evidence that I didn't commit any cyber stalking and I did not go to Jefferson County at any time for approximately, 2 years before then? You're going to have to give me custody of my sons. Now, did the police department get a copy of the email that I sent yesterday where I put the links to the video that I requested that you would admit to the court the exonerating evidence that I wasn't in Brennan? Did you get that email? Why is it that I have not gotten a phone call from my sons so they could tell me that I was exonerated from any wrongdoing? Yes. And you decided that you were going to remove your fraud of the dissolution of marriage, and you were going to remove the fraud of the protection order. Now, we talked about this forgery. Yes. And the state of Washington certificate of the clerk. Yes. And then we talked about Exhibit A, Jack, where there is no actual state of Washington seal on Exhibit A. Poop. Now, this signature, it certainly does look like a forgery. Yes. And you decided that since you're a judge, you're going to issue a court order using forgeries. Right. Fraud. Yes. And you're going to enforce that for the last 3 years after I informed you it was against the law. And then you're going to refuse to exonerate right now. What? I'm telling you. When I get done today, it's going to cost you a lot more money. Now, for every police department that says, I have no more money, where do you get your money from? For every police officer in all police departments of the United States of America, where exactly do you receive your income from? I think you have some more money. As much as you might not think about it when receiving your paycheck every month, yes, you might get paid every 2 weeks. I think police departments have some more money, and I'm going to get that money today, okay? Now, I was looking at a few documents. Yes. See, this is the 2018 IRS Form 1040. Look at here, we the people, to ensure domestic tranquility, prosperity, do ordain and establish. Now, I just took a millisecond. And there's quite a bit of information in here if you haven't done your taxes yet this year. I'm wanting to get this Form 6251, the alternative minimum tax. For the rest of you that don't pay any income taxes in the United States, don't worry. But for those that do know what the AMT tax is, that separate taxation structure of the United States of America, I'm going to want all the AMT attached forms 6251, that those are the individuals that actually pay income tax in the United States. Now, you have to make, well, approximately $85,000 to $110,000 a year to be able to be eligible for that alternative minimum tax. But why don't you give me the AMT, the attached form? 6251 for all of those that thought the police department.